we just had a brand new delivery for 2019 boards, and a couple of the boards that we got were the Adventurist and the Vanquish, and these are like high-end kind of, well, the Adventurist is more of a touring board and the Vanquish is more of a race board, but both carbon, I believe, but they're just like hardboards, and they just perform really well, and we just spent the day taking them out, having a bit of a run around on them, seeing how well they perform. So they were running some One Design racing in Emsworth today, and we thought we'd just go over there and see how they were running that, because we want to run some racing ourselves, some One Design racing, fewer boards, but the setup's still the same. So what we decided to do was to paddle over to Emsworth, which was definitely a lot further than I thought it was going to be, definitely by paddleboard, but we got there and we were chatting with some guys about how the events run, how they're finding it, because they were competing in the event, and how we can run our event in a similar sort of way, and just seeing just sort of the logistics that go down, but generally the general feel of how it goes down. And I think in terms of like high quality racing, doing it on an inflatable, you're never going to get that same experience as if you're doing it on a hardboard. And obviously that's where we've got the iMods, the inflatable One Designs. But on the flip side of that, I think it is just a bit of fun, you know. It's not for those hardcore racers, it's for those people who want to get out on the water, who just want to have a little bit of a competition, but at the same time just have some fun. So I don't think it really is targeted at those hardcore racers, because they already have their fully carbon race board, and they're already doing events around the country. So I think that it could be a huge success. I think it's open and available to anyone, and with a low sort of barrier to entry, I think it hopefully will be quite popular. But it was nice just to go up there. Going across, the water was nice and flat, and there was a bit of a breeze going over, and then it was easy to get over, and then coming back we had the wind against us, which made it pretty tough. And that I've never done any like endurance paddleboarding before, and doing that long distance against the wind was definitely tough. Managed to go the whole way. The thing is, you can't really stop, because if you stop, yes, we had the tide going with us, but the wind's so strong that you kind of just either stay still or end up going backwards. You have to keep paddling, and it's definitely a big strain on some of the muscles that I wouldn't necessarily normally use. So it was definitely, a high endurance, a bit of a marathon there, but I definitely enjoyed it, and coming back was good, and it meant that we could really test the boards for what they actually were, rather than just doing a few up and down legs just to see what they were like. We could actually do a proper test of these boards, and I was kind of blown away with how well they performed. And not being a very technical rider myself, and having not done a lot of paddleboarding, I found them very user friendly, which was great. And yeah, can't wait to do some more stuff on those boards. I'll be interested to know how far that actually was, because I think they were running on the iMods, they were doing 5k races. There were like technical races around marks and stuff, and yeah, I'll be interested to know how far we actually went, because that definitely felt like a bit of a slog, but also not create a crazy distance that I wouldn't be able to do over time. But yeah, that pretty much wrapped up the day, and I came out pretty tired and pretty exhausted. Just got the water back on board and sort of regained, refreshed myself, and yeah, that was certainly a good tester for the day, and I definitely felt good after it. I can really see supping being something that fitness fanatics will really get into, because the skill level required to stand up paddleboard isn't very high, and it definitely tests your endurance for sure, and we'll definitely get your heart rate up. So if you're looking to use paddleboarding as a bit of an excuse for fitness and exercise, I think it's really up there, and I would highly recommend it.